Hi, everyone. It is on a beautiful Thursday, and last evening I actually was on another TikTok platform listening to a panel. The panel was for his name is Big Rick the Ruler, but last night the platform was a great platform. They were talking about that TikTok star Riziki LLenre, LLenre, if I say it right, and her death. But before I say anything else, I would like to say this. This is about a human life, a daughter, a friend, and also a creator. Not about a headline or anything like that, right? So, she passed on December 12th. And of course, now her death is under investigation by Montgomery Police Department in Alabama. They have confirmed they're looking into circumstances around her death, but have not came out yet to say publicly what was the main or the cause of her death. We've heard things that has spread through social media online with claims that she died via TikTok, but that's allegedly. And it was through, from what was allegedly also specified, that it was due to bullying, and but the police have not verified those claims, so those are claims, and those things are allegedly being said. So, but I will say this about the young lady: she was a TikTok creator. She's often known about talking about her life, which we all like to do in this time and era. With COVID happening years ago, most people had to get on different platforms to even have kind of any connection with the outside community. So I'm pretty sure this is how this platform has spread. In her daily life, though, let's talk about her. She did have challenges, which all of us do. No one's perfect, but her challenges were mental health challenges. She even had a service dog, and his name was Chief, so her dog was her chief. She was also a law student, so she had, things that were going on in her life that were very credible. She was involved in ministry as well, dedicated, a bright, compassionate individual, dedicated to the community and anything that comes with biblical studies. But again, there's been various threads and petitions that mention alleged, harassment on these accounts on TikTok, messy talk, whatever you want to call it, right? Sad. Yeah. But again, none of them have been verified. All of these things are alleged. And the investigation is still ongoing. And details are limited at this time. But she was a real person, like I said before. She had a community of friends, family, and followers. Yes, this is tragic for her family, friends, and followers, and everyone deserves compassion. We all do. But before we talk about anything else, I do want you to know, and I want to slow down for a minute. This isn't just a story online. This is a real person, again, like I said before, a real life, a real person who people loved. Again, there are a lot of claims that are out there. Emotions are circulating. What do we do? This young creator, she has passed away, unfortunately, and authorities are still working to understand what really happened. But out of respect for her and her family and the community, we must not just jump to conclusions or spread unconfirmed information. Conversations about suicide and mental health are very hard to discuss, and we all know that. But they do matter. A lot of us are challenged with mental health issues. So that is why I'm here today to discuss this. It touched me as I was in the shower today, and I was praying a little bit, and it just came to me, because pain is really not at all at times visible. You know what I'm saying? People hold things in because we've been taught to have a tough skin. People can be hurting deeply inside by, hey, still showing up and smiling, creating content, doing all this stuff out there, just trying to put on a facade a lot of times just to make people think they are okay. But a lot of times people aren't okay. But if you're watching this and something feels heavy for you, I do want you all to understand that that does not make you weak. It makes you a human, and you deserve support. Words matter. Comments matter. What we say online can stay with someone long after strolling away on this TikTok land, right? Let's be more mindful, more kind, and be willing to pause just for a minute before you speak, because you never know how something can actually cause harm or mental anguish to anyone. But I will say this as well. If you or someone you love are dealing with thoughts of self-harm or anything like that, there is help available. In the United States, you can call or text 988 to reach Suicide Crisis Lifeline. You can also reach out to a trusted friend, family, community leader, your pastor, a good friend, somebody like me. I get you turned up, but you don't have to carry everything alone. Tonight, I just want to say let's choose empathy over speculation, compassion over the clicks, humanity over the judgment. Struggling doesn't mean that you're weak. Again, like I said before, it means that you are human. We all are human, you know? So needing help, it doesn't make you a failure. It's survival. If discussing suicide or self-harm at all is in your stream, including crisis resources and warnings, again, like I said, hey, reach out. Text, call 988. Visit the 988lifeline.org website for support. And lastly, I do want to end with this. We don't need all the answers, of course, like today, but we do need to have a little more kindness in our spirit, right? More time to listen to people. People need you to listen to them. Don't think of things to say before listening to them. Listen, open your ears and listen. We always got something that we're trying to like come up with before we even hear a person out. Listen to people. Be less judgmental. Let's be a kind community, especially in TikTok land and on these social media platforms as well, even in families and around the world, because with these trying times, we don't know where we stand, right? So it's important to be compassionate, to love one another. Kindness costs nothing. I mean, nothing. But it can save a life. Check on the people that you love, everybody. It's important. Check on them people. And don't forget to check in on yourself if you need help. There's nothing bad about doing that. So I'm going to end with grace. And I love you guys. And I'm going to come back with more of these kind of segments because I think it's needed in our times. I thank you all. Again, you see my shirt, what it say? Prayers are what? Included in my business plan. So I want you all to understand that you are loved. And I want you to have a blessed Thursday and go into your weekend and the holidays safe. If you see someone that's struggling, ask them, are they struggling? There's nothing wrong with that. And have an amazing night. Your girl Hollywood Primetime out.